Standing by.
Hello, everybody. This is GGN, and I am here with
Prof Toast.
We are amazing YouTubers with excellent skills and knowledge on making YouTube videos. Today, this is going to be our first beta podcast episode. We are called Master Debaters, where we talk about certain topics, and we happen to stumble upon the small event called E3. I don't know if you motherfuckers heard of it.
Yeah, it's really more hipsters go to this, so it's not a thing a lot of people hear about.
Something that big media outlets would not cover. But we got an inside scoop. We took some spy cams and we snuck in with the LA Convention Center and got all the big conferences and all that stuff. Unfortunately, we could not get any gameplay because the copyright ninjas will take it all down.
Hate those fucking copyright ninjas.
I know, right? So I guess we're going to talk about the press conferences, and if there's a certain game in the press conference, then we'll talk more about each individual game. Then if there's a game that hasn't been shown on the press conference but we've seen on the show floor, then I guess we'll talk about that. But first of all, Microsoft went first because they're Microsoft. They could afford to go first. And the first thing they showed was Call of Duty.
Of course you gotta show Call of Duty on the Xbox. You got that exclusive content that you're only gonna get there first.
What did you think of Advanced Warfare?
Honestly, I think it actually looks a bit more interesting than past Call of Duties. Like, I don't know, like one part that amused me, I was like, oh shit, we get jetpacks in this game. This is pretty badass.
Right.
And I especially enjoyed that part at the end of the trailer where like that big sheet of metal landed on you, then all of a sudden your guy's being dragged away. And also you see his arm stay there. I was like, oh shit, his arm got chopped off. What the fuck?
Yeah, I did kind of see that too. I was a little tired because I was up to 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Trying to fix the computer, but I did check it out. The game definitely does look different, and that's why I'm mainly interested in it, because a different style Call of Duty with double jumps, jetpacks. People are gonna say compared to Crisis or Halo, but you know what? It's a change that Call of Duty needs.
Well, yeah, because
for the better or the worse. So
yeah, because I was kind of getting tired. Because I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's mainly Infinity Ward's Call of Duties I was getting tired of. But was it Treyarch's Call of Duties where they were at least getting better and everything?
Right, the Treyarch Call of Duties are manageable. You know, they're fun. They have fun maps. They got the zombie modes, and Infinity Ward doesn't even try anymore. And we'll see what Sledgehammer does with their Call of Duty.
Hey, at least Call of Duty Ghost wasn't a 3-hour campaign.
Exactly. You know, it was a 7 or 8 hour campaign.
Which is pretty decent for a first-person shooter. At least nowadays it is.
Right.
Back in the good old days of gaming, we got like shooters that would last forever.
Right. Too bad we're not going to have any of that anymore because people just focus on multiplayer. Okay, next on the list, let's see. There was Forza Horizon. I don't know if there's any racing fans out there. It's open world and.
Well, we got that awesome Nürburgring. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Nürburgring multiplayer map for Forza 5. It's for free.
What?
It's available now. It was available on Monday right there.
Exactly.
And of course, the one thing I think that caught a lot of people's more attention was actually Forza Horizon 2, which they finally actually added the dynamic weather, the changes of night and day, which is actually features that people wanted in Forza 5, but they decided for some random ass reason not to even include.
Exactly. Maybe this game would actually look better than Forza 5 because I heard they dumped down the graphics on that.
I actually played Forza 5 at a GameStop, and it did not. I mean, the cars looked kind of cool, but if you look at the crowds of people, they literally looked like something out of a PS2 game. I'm just like, really? This is what the next gen's giving us?
Yeah, but we'll see. So that's Forza Horizon 2.
It's Forza! God,
Forza!
People are gonna get pissed in the comment section.
I don't give a shit about the comment section. It's Google+.
Then
Then they showed some Sunset Overdrive.
Oh my god, that game looks fucking amazing.
Insomniac always loves to put out good products.
Yeah, that's actually surprisingly one of the games that's making me, for once, because before I was just kind of like, man, fuck Xbox, you're stupid. But now I was like, all right, I'm enjoying Sunset Overdrive. I may just go ahead and pick me up an Xbox.
Right? I didn't see too much of the footage on there, but I trust Insomniac to make a good game, so I don't really need to see a bunch of
Did you
footage.
actually watch the trailer on it, or?
Um, I saw in the middle of the trailer where he's just having fun and he was
Oh,
talking
okay.
about what's going on.
Well, what happened at the beginning of the trailer, and by the way, if we'll go ahead for those of you who are curious about some of these games, we'll go ahead and put some of the trailers in the comments so that way you can check them out. But yeah, basically the way that trailer first started out is you see a guy, he looks like he's from Call of Duty or something, and he's just sitting there behind cover going like, shit, I'm out of ammo, what am I going to do? He looks at the door, you see the Insomniac logo, and all of a sudden the main character freaking busts in. He's like, huh, using the old cover mechanic, eh? And then he just freaking like takes off sprinting, going off, killing everybody. And did you see like basically the part where he was outside, like talk about what's going on?
Yeah, I saw that part where he was talking about what's going on. That's when I caught it.
I just love that too. He's like going like, "Who is gonna save this world? Can you do it?" Then he like shoots the guy. He's like, "Huh, of course you can. It's a fucking video game."
Exactly. That's the part that what stood out to me most.
I just
I don't
crack up,
think the
but
game's gonna take itself seriously at all.
I also love it too because he's going like, "This world needs a hero. And know who our hero is? Me. Wait, not me. You." And
Yeah,
then
and
I also kind of like how it went. Like it kind of you couldn't even tell it was going from the trailer to the game because it just kind of like went up to him walking up to the logo, tears it down, smacks the screen back, and then it goes straight into the gameplay. So I thought that was pretty cool because it wasn't just like a loading screen. It just kind of kept the experience going rather than taking you out to watch the loading screen for like 5 seconds.
that's actually pretty good. Hopefully this year, games are gonna have less loading, and
I
next
know. I
year
mean,
as
what the
well.
heck? Last year we launched with Tony Hawk American Wasteland where we got rid of the loading screens.
Yeah, you mean last generation?
Yeah, last not last year. Yeah, last generation. Though that was a horrible game. But yeah, I remember that was a big thing back when the 360 launches with Tony Hawk. It was like, look at us, we're getting rid of loading screens. But yeah, with Sunset Overdrive, it looks that I like how they're doing that, and I'm curious if it's going to go like that throughout the whole game to where you can't even tell it's loading.
Yeah, see, that's good right there. And now I guess we'll talk about some Fable Legends.
Yeah, that. So for some reason, it hasn't been a game that's highly caught my interest yet.
Me neither. I kind of lost interest in Fable after Fable 3.
Yeah, because like after, well, what pissed me off about Fable 3 is the fact that Fable 2, if you actually download all the DLC, it had a lot of extra story to it. Like it pretty much ended where you got I think a letter from your sister or something like that, which you hadn't seen. I forgot what happened, whether she died or you haven't seen her for a while. But it's like, oh hey, I'm with these characters, which were mentioned from Halo Fable 1. And then freaking, so I was like, oh shit, Fable 3 is going to be awesome. They're going to continue this. And it had nothing to do with the two past Fables.
Right.
So that kind
Well,
of threw it
in
out.
Fable 2, you had a choice to kill your sister or not.
Yeah, but I think that, yeah, because I think that's what it was. Like, if you didn't kill her or something like that, but then
Right.
you eventually got a letter from her in one of the DLCs.
Right.
So
But
it's like,
now, Fable Legends is a four-player co-op game
it
where
has
you
nothing to
have
do
your
with.
custom classes and all that. And I guess the cool thing about it is you can actually be the villain. You can set up traps and all
Yeah, so I
that
mean,
kind of
that's
fun
kind of cool. It
stuff.
looks like they're using, if you're on the Xbox, you get the fancy Surface tablet. You can set up all this little stuff. Or is it, you can just do it on the controller?
I'm pretty
I'm
sure you can do
assuming
it
you
on the
could probably
controller,
just.
but I'm pretty sure it's probably better with Smart Glass.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. But yeah, so I don't know. It seems cool. I was just kind of really disappointed. It's like, oh, cool, we get a new Fable, but it doesn't actually continue the story.
Right.
Whatever. I
And we're
guess
gonna go ahead and skip over the Dragon Age stuff because we'll talk about it later.
what's a
Um,
Dragon Age?
Pretty much, Microsoft just showed a CG trailer on it, kind of telling you
Other
what the
one.
story is.
Yeah, I want to actually see gameplay because I want to see if it's going to be like super linear action like Dragon Age 2 was, or whether they're kind of going back to a bit of the combat from Dragon Age 1, which I think everybody liked a little bit more.
I think they're going with both styles.
Well, actually, I don't think the I think the Dragon Age 2 combat was good. It's just the story seemed a little less expansive, I think.
Right. They were showing some gameplay on the EA booth, I mean the EA conference, and you can actually switch between the tactical view and the action view. So I definitely think
That's
they're
not bad.
going back to 1 a little bit, but they're trying to still make an action like 2.
All right, so
I
that's not
think they're
too
trying
bad.
to fit the best of both worlds there. Then
Yeah, so
you play as with characters on the Inquisition. I kind of forgot what the characters were because I'm not really too interested in Dragon Age anymore.
and did they make any mention to the previous Dragon Age characters?
I could have sworn I heard someone sounded like Liliana, and I heard a YouTube video saying that Varric's in the game.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
You know, one of the best characters in Dragon Age 2.
Hell yeah. No, what about your freaking your dog from the first one? I love that dog.
Oh yeah, I named him Murder.
That's a fitting name.
Exactly.
Or was it? I think I've had mine as Kilgore the Death Hound.
Nice. There's a dog in Dragon Age 2, by the way.
There was? I don't know. I don't think he
It
was as
was a
memorable
DLC
as.
that you get for pre-ordering it.
Eh. I don't know. I like the first one just because like you kind of start out and it's like you catch your dog freaking trying to get all the freaking mice in there. He has like blood all over him.
Yeah. And the best part is you can get the dog to lick all the blood off the characters.
I love that. I was like, that's the best dog deal
I
character
know,
ever.
right? But Dragon Age Inquisition definitely seems pretty cool. The graphics are really good. According to the gameplay that I saw at EA, it's like one of the few pieces of gameplay at that conference. So
Yeah, I didn't notice a lot of gameplay this E3.
right, and Microsoft continued to show a bunch of indie games where I'm not really too thrilled about because I don't care so much about indie games.
Now, some indie games catch my eye. Like I think what was it, a few years ago, there's an indie game called Papo and Yo. That one actually was really fun. But that was also because that one was actually a lot more 3D and actually had decent graphics. A lot of these newer indie games seem to be sticking strictly to the 8-bit, which isn't a bad thing, but I would like to see some of them kind of venture out of the whole 8-bit kind of
Right.
realm and everything.
Indie games today are just showing, awesome game mechanics and seeing what they can do.
I mean, which is pretty cool.
Personally,
Like,
I just don't care too much about indie games.
there's actually one, I forgot the name of it for Xbox One, but it looked like pretty much like Power Rangers.
Okay.
Forgot what it was called, but it like all the sprites looked exactly like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Even the monsters look pretty similar, so I thought that was kind of interesting.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I definitely have to look it up and see. But there's one game that caught my eye that's an indie game.
Was it Halo? No, it's not indie.
That'd be funny. Um,
Halo indie game,
it's
8-bit.
from the same studio who did Limbo, and it kind of
Oh
looks.
yeah,
That game
they're
kind of looks like Limbo. I forgot what the game was called.
yeah, because that was actually finally their game that they've been working on for like who knows what 6 years now. They
Right?
finally actually showed us the damn trailers. Like that took you guys 6 years to make.
But I
But
bet
yeah,
you
but I
that
mean
game's gonna
that's
be good though.
oh yeah, because I mean Limbo is a big hit.
Oh
So
yeah.
if they're putting that out, then even though we waited 6 years, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a Duke Nukem. So
Oh yeah. Well, Duke Nukem Forever was fucking amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
it didn't get the best score from anybody.
I
But to
don't
be
care about
fair,
scores.
Gearbox kind of had to try to salvage what they could from the last people who owned it. So
Um, then the big announcement that I thought,
was it Halo? Bet you it was Halo.
yeah, it
Ah,
was
it's
Halo.
Halo. Yeah, it's Halo.
Halo Master Chief Collection.
God, that seems so freaking
Now,
amazing.
what you probably noticed in the E3 trailer, the story was being told through some guy named Agent something. I forgot his name.
Was it Agent K and Agent J?
No. It was another Spartan that's looking for
Oh
Master
yeah,
Chief.
that's as far as I know, that's supposed to be the Spartan from Halo 5, because that's the one that we saw like when they leaked the image of the what was it the cover of the Halo 5 and everything, and that you see that Spartan on there. So I believe that
Right,
she has something to do with the next game.
right. And I think they revealed his name, but I kind of forgot it. So
Was it a he or a she?
it was a guy.
Oh, okay, because I don't know, the body type looks like almost like a female to me.
I don't know. It was Agent something. It started with an L.
Hmm.
It can't be Lasky because I would have remembered it. But pretty much the Master Chief Collection is going to contain Halo 1 Anniversary, Halo 2, and it's going to receive the Anniversary treatment, Halo 3 1080p 60 FPS, and Halo 4 1080p 60 FPS.
I'm curious if 3 and 4 are gonna look any more like I want that are they I don't think they're gonna actually gonna do anything to improve the graphics on those, are they?
I think the hardware is going to improve the graphics on its own.
That's true, because I mean honestly, Halo 3 for when it released, it actually looked really freaking good,
Oh
like
yeah,
graphics
it
wise.
definitely did. Then
So I don't even think they really needed to do a whole lot except for up the resolution on it a little bit.
right, then Halo 4 came out and that looked really good.
That wasn't even too long ago, so that yeah, that still looks good. So they don't have to do too much. It's mainly Halo 1 and 2, which were
Right,
two last gens ago. And
right.
yeah.
And the cool thing about Halo 2 Anniversary, when you switch, it's going to be instantaneous because it is on
Oh,
the newer hardware.
oh, you mean like where you can in the first Halo 1 anniversary where you could sit there and switch to the old Xbox graphics?
Yeah, you know how it took like a second?
Oh yeah.
Now it's instant.
Oh, I like that.
And
So I always thought that was cool, but then even then, Halo 2's graphics looks really good just for even being on an Xbox.
right, that's the cool thing about Halo. They always have good graphics. Even the first game at the time, it had
Yeah,
good graphics.
but I was just surprised at how for what the original Xbox could do, like what the graphics they pulled off with Halo 2.
Right, and that was like way over 10 years. That's like 12 years ago.
Yeah, so I mean that's definitely going to be cool to see how that looks when it's like fully redesigned again. Because 343 seems to be doing a real good job at doing these remasters and even
Right,
just making the new games.
right. It's not like Tomb Raider Definitive Edition or Last of
Yeah,
Us Definitive Edition. They're really pushing most of the Halo games, not all the Halo games, most of them. So
and the
don't
cool part,
think
I think a lot of people.
don't think
I was
like
gonna say a
Reach
lot
is
of.
going to be in there or anything like that. So
Oh no, no. But a cool thing I thought was pretty awesome is the fact that they're mentioning like all the favorite Halo 2 maps are going to be kept in the originality and basically as if they were shipped in the original copy. So they're keeping all those in there.
right, they're bringing back all the Halo maps, but they're redoing a couple of them.
Yeah, but it's just cool the fact that you literally got over 100 freaking maps in that whole game.
Right, and the cool thing is once you they were showing off the matchmaking. So whenever your map is selected or voted on,
Hmm.
it selects that engine where that map is from. Like, would you say you get a Halo 3 map, it goes to the Halo 3 engine. You get a Halo
See,
2 map, you go to the Halo 2 engine.
see, that's gonna be tripped out. I like that. They're really freaking going all out with this. And one thing I'm kind
Right.
of curious about is I'm pretty sure this is already a given, but I'm pretty sure it's going to include all the DLC that came out for those games.
They weren't really clear on that.
Yeah, because I mean, I would only assume. I mean, because it'd be
They
kind of
should.
pretty gay. It'd
Because
be
they were
pretty
like,
lame.
because they're like, oh, we're going to contain the maps that were shipped with the games.
Yes, but then also they're going like, oh, you got all these, you got over 100 maps. But I was like, oh, if you want all those over 100 maps, DLC packs.
Yeah, that would be so fucking gay if they,
I could totally see them pulling that off, but I really hope they don't
yeah,
because it's an anniversary pack. So I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, that would just be really bad if they tried to do all that shit. Because Halo 3 has some of the best downloadable maps.
Oh, yeah, Halo 3, that was freaking one of my favorites, I think.
So it's going to have every single player level unlocked. They're going to have custom playlists. So if you want, you can play all the Warthog missions. You can play the game start to finish. Just stuff like that. And,
I'm pretty sure Halo 1 and 2, of course, is going to have achievements built in.
oh yeah, there's going to be
Well, Halo
4,000
1
gamer
already had
points.
achievements, but we'll finally get more achievements in Halo 2.
Right? 4,000 gamer points
Hell
total.
yeah.
It's coming out in November. I think 11th.
Hey, right before my birthday.
Exactly, birthday present.
Of course, I got to get Xbox One first, but
You totally should get an Xbox One.
yeah, I might eventually get
So
some money
that so
saved up.
that's the biggest Xbox announcement that I heard. There's one announcement afterwards. And it's Crackdown. It's not as exciting as the Halo announcement, but I'm still want to get Crackdown.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I was going like, whoa, what the shit? They're getting Crackdown again? Okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, because I knew deep down Crackdown is not dead, but I didn't think they would actually make anything this soon with Crackdown.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an awesome four-player co-op experience.
Yeah, that
regardless.
definitely seems like it's gonna be fun just for everybody to kind of screw around in.
Especially because we don't like to play co-op games serious.
Hell no, they would like to screw around as much as we can in those.
Yep.
And then what
So,
about our what's up?
oh no, go ahead.
What are you gonna say?
Nothing.
Say it. Say it.
I was gonna say that's pretty much the Microsoft press conference right there.
Hey, you totally forgot the new Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha. It's
That's just
literally
costumes, right?
no, it's all... I'm sorry, I cracked up at that freaking
But you know what? I'm glad they actually did that because they're making fun of themselves for doing
well, which
that.
is cool because they're like, okay, that's just fucking hilarious. Yeah, because I can tell they're freaking just poking fun at the whole fact that they released Street Fighter 4 like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. If I had Dead Rising, I would totally download that pack. Speaking of Dead Rising, that's coming out for the PC with better
Oh,
graphics.
oh shit, son. Oh
So
yeah, another. Let's see what else. I had more stuff on my list. Fuck, where was it? Okay, well, while I'm trying to find it, also the Assassin's Creed gameplay that they showed.
are they showing Assassin's Creed gameplay at Microsoft?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
they showed like a whole freaking thing with it.
Oh yeah, they did. It's during the French Revolution,
Yeah,
and they were showing off the four-player co-op. That is totally scripted. That they worked so hard to get that perfect.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just not gonna go that way because I can imagine.
It's not going to go that smooth if you guys try
Because
it out.
you know damn well, freaking if me and you play that, we're like, all right, guys, we gotta sneak in here carefully. You'd see me jump straight out the balcony, freaking land on all the villagers. Like, all right, guys, I'm going for it. It's like, wait the fuck up.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, like that was highly scripted. I mean, granted, they're trying to have it scripted to show off how it's gonna work.
right. And they did pretty good. I would have done better, but they did pretty good. They showed off the new graphics. Unfortunately, when you watch the stuff on live stream, it does not look as good.
Yeah, it doesn't do it justice, but I'm pretty sure it looked pretty damn awesome.
Right. Assassin's Creed 4 looked a lot better when you played it when they were showing it on E3.
Yeah.
So I have full confidence in them getting good graphics on the.
That, and I'm glad they're finally starting to make games that are specifically only next gen.
I think that's one of the few games that are only going to be next gen with
Oh yeah,
Ubisoft.
but there's like a decent amount, but like, because though it's cool for people last gen, because usually when we switch gens, usually the last gen kind of stops getting support altogether. But this year they're getting like it's kind of taken a while for them to actually stop getting support and everything.
Yeah, I kind of want them to stop getting support so more people will buy the next gen and they can just slowly rule out the last generation.
Well, that and the only thing, like, I don't mind that they're supporting last gen, but my own big gripe with it is the fact that they're purposely dumbing down the graphics because they gotta be able to make it for the last gen. So it is not looking as good as it could if it were specifically only next gen.
Right. But that's a different topic for a different video.
Oh, but also for the one thing we didn't mention is the new Project Spark footage we saw. We saw the awesome little bit of Conquer and at the very end.
Right. I kind of wish Conker got his own game, though.
I know. I was just seeing that. It's just like Squirrel's like, Conquer. It's like, oh, you guys are just fucking teasing us. He's like, huh, I haven't been to
Exactly.
the. And just the fact that the end's like, hey, I haven't been in a game for like this many years. Maybe you guys can make a game for me. I was like, no, you guys make it for us, damn it.
Exactly, because, I think Project Spark's not going to be ready now.
I don't know. I mean, Project Spark does seem pretty cool. I mean, you can literally make it any type of rating game you wanted just because you can pretty much do whatever the heck you want in that game.
Yeah. They need to make a Conker game, though. Hands
Also,
down.
we got a little bit more some sort of new gameplay stuff from was it Evolve? We
Oh,
got to
yeah, I
see that.
completely forgot about Evolve.
Which you got to see that fucking you get to fight the Cthulhu monster,
Oh, no.
which I thought was cracked. And I was like, yes, Cthulhu's in this game. That's
But
it, 10 out of
after seeing
10.
more gameplay footage of that, the game definitely does look interesting.
Oh yeah, have you actually heard how much of the concept on the game, how it works?
I actually saw a live stream of the IGN crew playing the game. And Greg
Oh,
Miller was a
nice.
monster.
Nice. Yeah, I do
So
like
I
how
saw a
they're
bunch of
implementing the
that.
game.
It kind of looks confusing at first, but you got to play it to really see how well they executed. So
Then also, what was it? It's a new thing they also showed off is in the Master Chief Collection. You're also getting the night. What was it? Halo Nightfall TV series
right,
package in with that, which is I guess it's supposed to lead up to the storyline of Halo 5,
okay,
which kind of makes me want to believe. Oh wait, didn't they say? Did they give a release date for Halo 5, or did they just say sometime 2015?
probably fall 2015.
Yeah, I want to say maybe in the middle of the year.
Nah,
Because
I
I
think
imagine.
fall,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see.
September or fall, because Halo games like to be out in September.
But I could see why they're doing this whole Master Chief Collection because though
It's very
people are going to be.
important that they do it.
Oh yeah, well for one, people who've never maybe played Halo before, they get to play through all of them. Plus, people who are itching is like, dude, I bought this Xbox One, I want Halo. It's like, oh, there you go, you got full four Halo games, two of them are remastered, all the multiplayer maps running on all their engines. So there you go.
Right, but what the Bungie guy, what the 343 guys say, the Halo universe is connected, so you need to know everything.
Yeah, especially if you're going to go straight on the 5, you're going to need to know what the heck just happened
Yeah,
within the.
exactly. So it makes sense for them to make that, but that's just fucking marketing bullshit.
Yeah, I was actually one thing I was surprised with this E3 is to see how many indies they showed off. Actually,
Yeah, indies are actually getting really popular, and I'm surprised that Microsoft is showing indies
well,
because they seemed to be really against it last year.
yeah, because I remember I was taking notes for this, and they were just like going and going. I was like, to keep taking notes, play the videos. Like, what the hell? They're still showing more indies. What the heck? So I was actually pretty shocked with that one.
They showed a whole montage video of indies, and that's
Yeah, so that
part of the
was.
ID for Xbox program, which that's pretty damn stupid.
Oh, I just realized the game we almost skipped over Scalebound.
Oh yeah, you are probably the only one that's interested in. I'm not really interested in that.
What? Why not? It's a new IP. It looks fucking awesome.
It
Your
looks
character
like a
wears
Devil May
Dr.
Cry
Dre's.
clone.
Your character wears Dr. Dre Beats headphones and kills fucking dragons.
He looks like a Dante that's like a little kid.
I don't know. It seems interesting. I'm really curious. I want to see where this game's going to go, how it's going to play, because it looks like you can possibly. I want to assume you can gain different armors depending on what creatures you're fighting.
Right?
So I don't know. It may be interesting.
I
Like,
think
come on.
Platinum Games developed the first Bayonetta.
Yeah, they actually did develop Bayonetta as well
So
as doing
I have
Bayonetta
faith
2.
in this game that this game would be pretty good.
Yeah, if it's anything like Bayonetta, which kind of popped out of nowhere, then it should. I'm assuming it'll be really good.
Yeah, and they also talked about some cult classic from the original Xbox. I had no idea about.
Oh, was it Phantom Dust?
Yeah, where they just showed a trailer of two people running at each other with fireballs.
I know. I was kind of like going like, this looks interesting. I'm pretty. I know people are excited, but I have no clue why I
Right,
should be
right.
excited.
And I heard it was kind of like a collectible card game, and the trailer does not make any sense at all because they love showing CG trailers at E3 now.
Yeah, fuck gameplay.
Exactly. Fuck gameplay.
Oh yeah, then I think two last games I have to mention are what was it? The new Tomb Raider trailer we got, which I thought
CG.
was yeah CG, but I thought it was kind of cool because it kind of shows her going through therapy after the events of the last game, and then her kind of getting back out there, headshotting and do with a fucking bow and arrow. And everything's like, I feel so bad for what I did. Oh, that feels better now.
Right.
But other than also, where was? Oh yeah, which we got to see a little bit more Witcher 3 gameplay, which
Oh
actually
yeah,
looks
you get to
cool.
hunt monsters.
That fucking griffin that you thought fought and everything that he carrying his head on the side of your horse.
Yeah.
So that one seems pretty cool.
That game would put my computer to shame.
Yeah, probably could. Yeah, because that game looks like it's gonna run like ridiculous graphics on it.
Fuck, dude. I when I first built my computer, I tested out the game. Like, why did I spend so much money on my parts if I can't run this game?
Also, did you notice the complete lack of any sort of talk about the Connect during this conference?
No, I haven't.
Did you notice how they didn't talk about it once? And it's two games
Dance
that they.
Central.
Oh yeah, but they kind of like. Oh, by the way, we got this dance Disney Fantasia and Dance Central, yeah, digital. All right. Anyways, this game. So
Right. I
they
think
were
they
kind of
just
really,
want to slowly remove the Kinect out of the equation because
I don't.
they finally realized no one wants it.
Oh yeah, random bit of off topic away from E3, but did you hear about the commercial that was starring the guy from was it Breaking Bad? And I guess it was him showing off the Connect features, but I guess when he said Xbox on in the commercial, I guess it was turning on different people's Xboxes.
Oh, great! You just turned on my Xbox.
Ha, Xbox on.
No, I'm
Xbox
just
record
joking.
this. But yeah, it's just funny because I guess, but they're in a commercial. They sit there. I guess he was turning on people's Xboxes. They're showing all this Connect stuff. Then at the end, they go, "New Xbox One for $399." It's like, but you just got done showing off the Connect in the commercial, but then you're showing them the Connectless one for $399.
Yeah, that commercial does not make any sense at all.
I mean,
But
unless they're going to
that's
sell it
but that's
separately,
Microsoft for you.
but unless they're going to sell it separately, and that might convince someone, hey, maybe I should just get the Connect bundle, or maybe buy it separate. I don't know, but yeah,
Right. Yeah,
we'll
I kind
see.
of forgot about that commercial. It's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, I actually barely happened to see it on YouTube, and I was seeing stories about that happening.
Right. I thought the thing is when I saw that YouTube video, I thought he was like turning on turning on the system or something
No,
stupid. Like
seeing from Breaking Bad, I was half expected to go Xbox on, bitch.
then they won't do that.
I know, but that'd be pretty damn funny.
And he does not sound like Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah,
He has the same voice, but Jesse Pinkman sounds so much different in Breaking Bad
yeah.
than he
Well, it's just
normally
mainly his
does.
character.
Yeah, so
All right, so who we're gonna be? I guess that's about it I got for Microsoft.
you haven't seen you haven't seen the EA and Ubisoft.
Yeah, I haven't. I mainly only got a chance to watch the main three. If I haven't got it, I still need to watch Nintendo's Treehouse and the Ubisoft and
Okay, what I could do is I could just mention the games
all right.
on the conferences that I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So the first thing they on the EA because they were first, they had Bioware come out and talk about Dragon Age. They showed
Hmm.
off gameplay and they showed off 4 characters fighting a dragon,
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
and they're your 4 main characters, and they were talking about the story. Then they talked about Mass Effect stuff, but did not show anything about the new Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Or
didn't they just kind of give us some still images, like 3D rendered images and
yeah, but
everything?
it's really hard to tell if they're Mass Effect images. Some of them blatantly are Mass Effect images, but some of
Yeah.
them aren't. So
Did they
it's
give any
really
sort
hard to
of
tell.
indication on what the next game's supposed to be?
They did kind of mention something about if they are going to make the next game, they're not going to use the same characters. They want because the universe is so big, they want to focus on different characters.
Or did they say if they make the next game?
I It's really hard to say. You gotta have to watch the conference and see for yourself.
I was actually disappointed that we didn't get that Mass Effect trilogy that was kind of leaked by a random retailer.
Right. It wouldn't make sense for them to make that on the next gen consoles because the way that they're making older games for the consoles now, they can make the Mass Effect games look as good as on the PC.
And plus, now was it the most one that most people are going to be familiar with is Mass Effect 3.
Right.
It'd be cool if they went back to Mass Effect 1 and kind of fixed it up a little bit.
Right. But they'll just probably make it run better.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they fixed AI. That'd be nice.
Right. So they didn't talk about Mass Effect too much. They kind of hinted at a new IP and a new Mass Effect game,
Hmm.
but it's really hard to say it's been confirmed. I wouldn't
Yeah.
think so, but some people might take it the wrong way or take it as they're
Yeah.
coming out with a new Mass Effect game. So just take it or leave it.
I thought they already mentioned they were making a new Mass Effect game.
Well,
Or
yeah,
something
they
leaked
kind of
where they
mentioned
were.
it, but it's really hard to say in this conference
Yeah.
if they are like they're not ready to share it. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So the next game that I remember them talking about Sims 4, where they have different personalities now.
Oh, Sims 4?
So if you have a girlfriend that's in The Sims 4, in The Sims, you can tell her about all the new personalities you can have with your Sims and all that. So the graphics do kind of look like Sims 3. It's going to be on the PC. You're gonna need
I'm
a
just gonna make a
$3,000
house
PC to run
that's.
it.
I'm just gonna make a house filled of have 7 people living there, and they're all gonna be OCD,
Oh god.
and they're all gonna go fucking nuts on each other.
And
It's
they're
gonna
all
be
anime
amazing.
characters.
Oh, that'd be great. And guess what? It's gonna be always online. You have to be connected to the internet at all times to play it.
What?
No, I'm just joking. That'd be
I
horrible
know.
if they did that.
That would be horrible. But it would make sense for them to be online because, well, what if it's a massively multiplayer game
Oh
and different
god,
sims or different players?
that'd be actually really weird. Actually,
That'd just
actually,
be
that'd be really weird because it'd be characters that you create, but you don't control them. But then they're in a massive. God,
right.
that'd be awkward.
Um, I don't know if they showed off a Homefront game, but I don't know if that's EA or not.
Oh yeah, I heard about this new Homefront game they're coming out with.
Right. I don't know if that's EA.
I forgot who that actually was,
That
honestly.
it used to be THQ.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. But then they're kind of no
Yeah.
more.
So it might have been Deep Silver.
Mm, that'd be
Oh,
right. I haven't even actually played the first Homefront. I heard it was really good though.
Family sharing.
Yeah, Steam. Yeah, advertise some of that.
Right.
Shameless plug.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Um. Then they showed off some sports games. The hockey games,
Woo!
the
Sports. Yeah.
NFL games,
Mm-hmm.
UFC. You could fight Bruce Lee. You could beat Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do in a UFC game. Even
Right.
though if Bruce Lee was fighting the way he would fight, he would pretty much kick their asses in a second.
Right. So
But I was like, all right,
you
whatever.
can do
Bruce Lee.
that.
It would have been funnier if they put Chuck Norris in there.
Right. Maybe
That would have
that's
made
for
more
next
sense,
year.
actually. Bruce Lee's one doesn't make sense in the UFC, but
I think they just want money.
pretty much. Bruce Lee's probably more iconic. So go, oh, look, Bruce Lee, yeah.
Then the last game that they showed was Battlefield Hardline
New cops and robbers in
coming
the
out in
city.
October.
October.
And they were showing off some multiplayer and stuff. And I could have sworn I heard someone say, "Don't tase me, bro."
I don't know. With how we got internet memes and Watch Dogs, that wouldn't surprise me. That could be actually no. Wait, that was Ubisoft who did the whole memes.
Yeah. And the game definitely does look a little more fast-paced than Battlefield 4 because Battlefield 4 is a military shooter.
Yeah, because
And this one definitely seems a lot more objective-based.
Yeah,
based
so
off
that's
the
gonna be
gameplay that I
interesting.
saw.
I wonder if it's also gonna be as much tactics based as the other ones were.
I don't really know, but you're gonna have to do more with objectives now, because
Yeah.
you're gonna have to do the heist. You have to get away. The cops can shoot down your helicopters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So there's a lot more tactics involved. That's what it seems like.
it's gonna be interesting though.
Right. It's gonna have its fair share of issues like camping, sniping, and
I would
stuff
say
like that.
really any first person shooter online though.
Yeah, so just prepare for all that. But it definitely does look a lot more fast paced, and the guys who did Dead Space is working on this one. So you
Okay,
might see
so
some
that should be
scary
good.
monsters and necromorphs.
Necromorphs.
DLC.
The necromorphs are robbing the bank. You guys gotta go get them. Or no, better yet, the necromorphs are the cops.
Oh god,
I have a reason to be scared of the cops.
exactly. Coming this June, the Dead Space downloadable pack. You get to play on a spaceship.
Oh god, that would be horrible. What are we robbing here? We're stuck in space.
I don't know, rations.
I'm gonna steal all the dehydrated ice cream, damn it.
Exactly. Stealing that frozen poop that they store in the bathroom before they dispose of it.
That's horrible. What's he gonna do? Fucking freaking take all the frozen poop and smuggle it over to the Planet of the Apes?
They're gonna make a giant poop sculpture.
Planet of the Apes, the game, DLC. Battlefield.
And now it's next Battlefield 5 with monkeys.
Just have a bunch of guns that shoot out poop.
There you go.
You create your own ammo.
Hold on, I gotta take a shit. Reloading.
Please squat in front of the Kinect camera.
Take off your pants.
Project Morpheus, you look it down, you see yourself pooping. Oh my god, it's so real.
I don't know.
All right. Get me out of here, Chewie. All right,
So
what's going
that's
on
pretty
next?
much the EA press conference. Confirmed poop in Battlefield.
Yes, that's highly confirmed.
Yeah, we did it. But that game definitely does seem interesting, and I'm glad they showed it last because, to be honest, the EA press conference was the most boring one out of them all.
Hmm.
So then we have Ubisoft. I know you haven't seen it. They opened with a Far Cry CG gameplay. It's hard to say if it's gameplay or not. It's the first 5 minutes of the game.
Is it the same one as the Sony's conference, or is it different?
It's different.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much you're sneaking into the Iraq, the country that you're going to, and your main reason why you're there, you got to scatter your mom's ashes, and pretty much
Okay.
the truck gets ambushed, and
Hey
um,
guys, leave me alone. I'm just trying to scatter my mom's ashes.
and there's a firefight. Then Pagan Min comes out all angry. He's actually a cool bad guy, so you should
Yeah,
definitely watch the trailer.
he does actually look pretty cool. Because I look at him, it's like, I know he's gonna be a fucking dick in this game, but he's gonna be a cool dick. Damn it.
And the best part, Troy Baker's playing him.
Oh god. Oh wait, the guy from Breaking Bad.
No, Troy Baker.
Which one was? Who's that guy?
In
I'm not
800
familiar with.
games like Last of Us, Bioshock Infinite,
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm horrible with people when it
Vincent
comes to
from
names of
Catherine.
actors. Oh shit, seriously? Oh, okay. That's
I
pretty
could
interesting.
the guy in Saints, one of the voices in Saints Row, Yamato from Naruto.
I'm gonna
Um,
laugh if you see freaking you go into the game and they have Catherine locked in a cage in his base.
Only if it was from Catherine. I mean Atlas.
Yeah, true.
So
They
the
show off
premise of
one
the
of the.
game actually looks interesting, and the best part is you get to ride elephants, and you can crash into
Yeah, it's like the
bases.
best freaking weapons in the game right there is
I know,
elephants.
right? So they opened with Far Cry 4, and that right there just made me interested in Far Cry 4 a lot more. They actually showed
Yeah.
a lot more gameplay, and the leaks were all true.
Yeah. What were the leaks before?
That the next Far Cry game is going to be based in Karat, and you get to ride elephants, and they had a very controversial cover.
Yeah, everyone's like, it's so racist. I'm like, really, guys?
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down.
Then they showed off Just Dance. Then they showed off another Sport Connect game. They spent a lot of time focusing on that. Then they had a very sad World War One game that made everyone cry and depressed.
Really?
Yeah, it's from UBR, the same guys who did the same art style who did Rayman Legends.
That's so random. I was like, huh, we're gonna do
Yeah, so
Rayman
they showed off
Legends.
a bunch of dancing, then a very depressing game.
Grass was like, huh, no, we've been doing cheerful games for a while. No, we need to do something depressing, change the mood a little
Yeah,
bit.
unfortunately, I forgot the name of that game, so sorry. Whatever, no big deal.
Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention real quick about the Microsoft conference, I was really amused by everybody's glowing bracelets.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Like when everybody sat there and applauded all their bracelets to start glowing, or when the lights in the whole stadium would change color, the bracelets would change the color too. I'm like, oh, that's pretty actually kind of neat. I want one of those.
And so after that, they showed off the Division. They showed a story trailer of Division. It's going to be co-op. It seems like you're going to be with a group of vigilantes trying to straighten up New York after the whole virus outbreak.
That seems so. Is it like a zombie or just like a sick? Everybody's sick.
Probably everybody's sick, and I know it's going to be humans versus humans because you got the scavengers trying to take everything for themselves, and you got this group of vigilantes trying to fix New York.
Oh, okay. Sounds interesting. I'll have to actually look at it to see if it looks cool to me or not.
Right, and I think the game's definitely coming out next year. And
Yeah.
The last thing that they showed was a game called Rainbow Six Siege. That was actually the most tactical co-op game that they showed at E3, where people
Is
were
that
just.
different? Is that one different from the one that Microsoft showed?
Microsoft showed some of the Division.
Oh, okay. So then this is
Yeah,
like a
they
whole
showed
new
off the
Rainbow
co-op
Six.
part in the Division. We kind of forgot about that. Then Ubisoft showed a CG trailer of what happened
Oh, okay. So they're
leading
both
up
the
to
same
that
game
point.
then?
Yeah, they're both the same game.
Oh, okay. I thought they were making two different Rainbow Six games. Like that's
Oh no,
two games.
no, no! Microsoft and Ubi were making the Division games.
Oh, okay.
Um, Rainbow Six was revealed at Ubi,
Oh,
and they
okay.
were showing co-op gameplay of that.
Okay, that's interesting.
And the cool thing is, if a wall is blocking you, just shoot through it and use it for cover and shoot through it. And like if the hostage is stuck in one room and people are camping by the doors waiting for you, just blow a hole through his ceiling.
Okay, yeah.
So
Fuck it,
yeah,
hole in the ceiling.
and the hostage is really interactive in this
Okay,
game,
that's
so
pretty
that's
cool.
pretty cool. And you can actually um, you use drones to scout out the houses and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Then you plan out your attack before you go in. And sometimes you get a one shot kill. So people can
Nice.
shoot you and you die in one hit.
Okay, so that definitely makes it quite a bit harder.
Right. They wanted to make it look and feel like the old Rainbow Six games.
Nice. I never actually got into Rainbow Six, so I don't know. It
Yeah,
would
because
depend if I.
it's like way too. It was like way too hard. You got to really invest in it to really enjoy it. But it looks really fun. So far between Ubisoft and EA, Ubisoft won, even though they showed a lot of dancing crap.
Yeah.
Ubisoft has a lot of games that I'm interested in. So
Like Dance Central?
no, like Assassin's Creed Division and Far Cry 4 and Rainbow